Alright, so I will be explaining how to add an item or furniture to the server by using ItemsAdder. So first we need to create the item we want to add using Blockbench. Here I had a shark mob, which I have already turned into a Minecraft item. If you will do it from scratch, I recommend when you create a project, you select a Java block item, because this is how you export it as a JSON, and we will be needing the JSON. If you already have another kind of project, you can convert the project to a Java block item. So for example, this is a mob and I'm turning it into a Java block item. In this case it doesn't look good, but well, I have already resized it previously, so I won't be doing it now, but well, you would have it here. You need to have only one texture, so if you have more than one texture, like right now, you need to stitch all the textures into one, which you can do by, if you don't have yet, downloading this texture stitcher plugin. So once we have the model and the texture, we export the block item model as a JSON, and we save the texture, like here, save as well as a PNG. We go to AMP, we go to plugins, we go to ItemsAdder, contents, IA-TFMC, to the resource pack, because we will be adding first the JSON and the texture. Here we have assets, TFMC, and we have models and textures. So we add the texture here into textures furniture. We have to drag it from the, well, I have already added here. We have to drag it from the Explorer, okay? And then we go to models instead, and in models to furniture, and we have to drag here the JSON. If we open the Shark Plushie JSON, we see something like this, okay? We have to change two things. One is the path, and the other one is the display settings. So we can open another file as a reference. We see the path is different here because it does not only say the name, but it gives you a location, which is TFMC. It already knows it's a texture and furniture, so we can copy this part and we go to Shark Plushie and paste it here. The thing is, our texture isn't named Shark texture, it's named Shark Plushie texture, so we save it. And then the display settings, we can copy them from a similar item, like the column plushie. It's this part here, we copy it, and if we already had display settings, as I did, like very short ones, we replace them. If we didn't, we put it between groups and elements, so I will replace them. You can also change this from Blockbench, but I mean, I am just copying it from like, it's easier if you just copy it from another item. If it doesn't look good in game, you will probably need to be changing these fixed values here. So we save, and well, we have the JSON ready. Next thing we have to do is go to contents here, not here, like IA-TFMC, these contents, and we open base.yml. here we can copy the config for a similar item. I paste it here. It's very important to put the right spacing. I change the name to shark plushie, the display name to shark plushie, the permission to shark plushie. We don't touch the material. We change the path to the right path, which is shark plushie, and we don't need to touch anything here. This is all fine. We can change the sound to, I don't know, stone sound or wood sound, whatever we want it to sound like. And the last thing would be, this is optional, but if you want the item to behave as an item frame, and when you do shift right click make it rotate, then you can copy this line of code here, but this is optional. We save it, and then we go to categories and we add our new item to this list. We save. So this would be it. Now the last thing we have to do is open Minecraft. Alright, so once we are in the server, we have to do IA reload, and after that we have to do IA zip to apply it to everyone, but first we should do IA zip self and check if everything is alright for us. So I have already done that because it takes some time. I won't do it now. And to get a copy of the item, we do IA give noco and the name of the item, which is shark plushie, or we go /ia to the TFMC section and we can get it here. So I have 6 plushies here, which I can place, and I can rotate. I tried to do this before recording, and it wasn't displaying properly, so I had to change the display settings on the JSON where I said before fixed display settings. As an alternative for the display settings, you can change them directly from Blockbench before exporting the JSON by going to the top right corner where you have edit paint and display. So here in display you have different settings for the third person right, third person left, first person right, left, head that you won't be using, ground when you drop the item, and the most important one is this one here, which is item frame top invisible, because it's how it will look like when you place the item. And you can change the scale, or you can change the position and everything. This is how it will look like in game. Alright, and as the very last thing, if you want to add a crafting receipt for the item, you go to base.yml where we were before, and before we went to the bottom of the file, but now we stay on the top, and here in receipts under crafting table we can copy one of these examples. We would only need to change the name to our item name, the one we used before on the bottom of this file, and here we can pick a letter for every ingredient, which we can use here to make the pattern. If we want like empty slots, then we would type an X, and yeah, that would be it.